Common denominator. I want you to take a close look at your screen. Baseball star, played for the Chicago Cubs, Sammy Sosa on the left. Black man, Latin American black man. On the right, the transformation is complete. Sammy Sosa is now I don't know. What do you call that? It's a sad day. It's a sad day for Africans. It's a sad day when people do this to themselves. This is like my third or fourth video on this topic. It's mainly been dealing with African American women and the changing adaptation of beauty standards that don't represent black beauty. Okay, it's within a minority of women. It's definitely not everybody. There are some black women who are definitely, holding it down, representing well for black beauty. There's plenty of examples out there, but there is a growing trend, and that's why I'm discussing it within the media, with your musicians, with your reality stars, with your socialites. We have a growing trend of skin bleaching, blonde wigs, nose surgery, plastic surgery on the nose, and it's disturbing. It's a clear sign of self-hate. Can anyone seriously tell me? Can anyone seriously say that Sammy Sosa loves himself or loved the way he was before? Can anyone seriously say that? I was getting a lot of criticism from one or two people online. I think one video got 18 dislikes. The brainwashing is so deep that people can't even see what they're doing to themselves. It's gotten to the point where if you mention something, even if it's true, if you mention something about anything about black women, and even if it's skin bleaching and how that's not a good look for little black girls, even if it's wearing of these silly blonde wigs, even if it's true and you mention it, you're automatically a hater. It's not that I hate. I'm calling out the evidence of the self-hate in these women. Here we have, it literally almost makes me want to cry looking at this. We have Sammy Sosa, a former black man, transracial. And we have Little Kim, a former black woman, transracial. The thing is that black people, when they make this transformation, don't claim it. It's kind of like how I was watching a talk show today. This guy got tested and he got found out he was having sex with men. He's bisexual. He doesn't consider himself gay. That's a problem. That's another problem in the black community. A lot of guys who are down low don't consider themselves gay. They don't want the title. And it's the same thing with people who are practicing this form of transracialism. They don't want the title. They don't want to be called sellout. They don't want to be called out for their physically and very visibly leaving of the race, leaving of their ethnicity. They don't want to be called out for that. But they want to have the look. They want to adopt the European standards of beauty. I'm not trying to hate on people. I'm showing people what's obvious. I'm not hating on black women. I'm not hating on black men. I'm a black man. I'm not hating on anyone. What I'm showing you is that we have a problem. We have a problem. And it's spreading. Self-hate is a disease. I was watching a little documentary on skin bleaching. And they mentioned that even in places in historically black neighborhoods like Harlem, New York, skin bleaching creams, they can hardly keep them on the shelves. No one's talking about it. No one wants to admit it. Very few people will admit it. I think there's Azalea Banks, rapper Azalea Banks. She admitted to skin bleaching in a video. I watched it. She admitted to it. You know, she's probably the most honest black woman out there. She admitted to it. These other people, kind of like how when breast implants were getting popular, how people would deny having implants, or how people would deny having butt injections. People are always in denial when they're ashamed, of their actions and they know that what they're doing is wrong. Well, the implants and the butt injections, you can do, whatever, that's up to you. But when it comes to skin bleaching and then people try to make the argument, well, white people tan, they have a problem too. They have a self-hate problem too. A lot of white people want to be darker and they hate their white skin. Just because they're tanning doesn't mean that they're off the hook. It's a lot of people. But I'm primarily concerned with black people. Anyway, take a good look at your screen. This is our future. We're going to have more and more black people who look like this and who are just suffering from self-hate and are too afraid to admit it. My last video I did was on a German woman who claims she's black now, and she had some injections to make her skin dark, and she's wearing braids and extensions to give herself an African hair texture. And she admits that she's doing this on purpose because she wants to look black. But the sad thing is that these people on your screen will never admit that. Common denominator.